Alright, so first and foremost, you gotta spook your mind. Because I'm the one who sat by the door, right? So I know the answer. It's right in front of you. You have to understand a fourth grader, a third grader can understand the secrets of the universe. As an adult, we build up this barrier of ignorance that forms as what we call the ego. And we get presented simple information. We say that's not the answer without trying it. You know what I'm saying? The other thing too is we expect it to be kind of complicated. We assume that the people who have done super hard physics or have studied the Bible for a whole bunch of years, or even somebody like a coach who's been around the game longer is going to have the answer for the problem because they've been around the game longer. And that's a faulty assumption because that is not how time works. Time doesn't work based on the experience that you have. It helps, but it also can hurt. And so you have to be able to balance that mechanism. I'm going to show you how simple some of this stuff is whether or not you apply it where that gives you the power. The explanation isn't the power. For the people who don't want to apply it, and I've been in that realm a lot before, not wanting to apply it or not applying it, sometimes having the information feels like you're applying the information. Once you apply the information, you are the information. And that's the proof that you have the information, not that you can verbalize it. The verbalization of it only applies to the different plane, but because we have access to a body, then in order to sink it in or stamp it for the third time, right? A good word for you to learn is triplicate. So once you can triplicate your perspective by doing it 3 times, then you become illumined. Yeah. So they show you what, like some sort of eye in here, right? So something like this, the eye, but the eye sits in between the 3 perspectives. That's all it means. Anybody on earth is illumined if they can sit between their 3 perspectives. But what are the 3 perspectives? In English, we call them, I don't know their languages, and so I don't know the weight of the concept, but in English, we call them the past, the present, and the future, and we kind of just throw them out there. It's not really a deep concept. But in other cultures, it's a very deep concept because you know that because you can think about the past, you can go there. Because you can think about the future, you can go there. And because you can think about it, then you can listen to the future, right? And then you can taste the future and touch you can do all of those things because you can think about it, right? In the West, they do have this quote. Right? I think, therefore I am. Because if you can think, then you can do all of the other things as well. So for somebody who is part of the Illuminati, it is just simply somebody who looks through and connects their past, their present, and their future, and then they operate their perspective from the middle. That's all. A 4th grader could understand that. What happened yesterday is affecting your now, and what is affecting your now is going to affect your future. Right? That's one of the lessons of maturity. But the inverse paradox is that if I have past, present, and the future, and if I can arrange them in an equilateral triangle, then they're all the same point. In an equilateral triangle, once we connect here, now we have volume. So I can connect my outside, and then when I can connect my inside, now I have volume, I have depth. I have an inside and an outside. I'm not just on the flat plane anymore. I have perspective, I have rotation, yeah? But that only occurs once you can connect your past, your present, and your future. The paradox is you're actually already this. Whether you want to be or not, it has got nothing to do with you. If I was talking to a bug then maybe not. If I was talking to the piece of grass, then maybe not. But if I'm talking to a human being, you've already done this, and you've done it many times. You're just deciding whether you're going to do it consciously in this form, and then whether you're going to remember that process daily, weekly, yearly, quarterly. You know, you're just trying to find which cycle you're going to put it in. There's something I want you to look up. Called the Harry-Boll theorem. And if you don't want to do that, because you don't want to look up, then just look at a ball. The Harry-Boll theorem states that there's a spot that's not moving on any mass. There's always a hole, essentially. And there's a hole right here, which means this is a torus field because it has an outside hole and an inside hole. But this is a torus field, and it applies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna show y'all later. Peace, love, peace. And I'll see y'all when I see y'all.